Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you for checking in on me today. I appreciate it so very much. I did have my surgery this morning, Wednesday morning, and they got me fixed up. Before surgery, they came and I was bad. I was bad off. Just my legs and arms were just shaking. I was just laying there on that hospital bed just crying. I was freezing cold, but yet burning up and sweating the next minute and freezing cold, and I could not control my legs and my arms, and they were just shaking so bad. And so they went ahead and brought me some medicine, some pain medicine, and shot it through my IV, and that started calming me down a little bit, but it was still it was still kind of bad. And then after they got me in OR and got me, they went ahead and gave me some more pain medicine because I was still a little bit shook. I was still shaking a bit, and just the whole ordeal, was a lot on me. And let me be clear, very clear right now, that this whole thing happened was my fault. It wasn't my doctor's fault. It was my fault. When I had an appointment to go and get an uppage on my morphine. I have appointments that I go to, and they raise my amount of morphine that I take. And that was the appointment where we were supposed to schedule my refill. I was actually at the hospital here that day, and I couldn't get away. And I was trying my best to get away from the hospital here to make it there, and I didn't make it. And so I tried to call them, and I could never get an answer. They were really weird lunch hours and stuff, so I don't know. But I never could get through. And then, I just went online on my phone and just canceled the appointment. And then when I tried one day to call and set up an appointment, and I couldn't get through. And then I just had a lot going on with my sicknesses I was dealing with, and it slipped my mind to do that, to call back in and get that appointment. It slipped my mind, and every time I would think of it, I never could get an answer in their office. And which it wasn't many times that I tried. It was only like maybe 2 times that I even tried that I couldn't get through. And so, I needed to be more persistent in that. So it was definitely my fault, not my doctor's fault. I'm telling you, these people are the nicest, sweetest people ever. And, maybe they should have checked up on that patient that missed that appointment or something, but they have tons of patients. They have tons of them. But anyway, I'm better. I tried to sleep on the way home, but my legs were just restless. The whole body shaking did go away, and the pain eased up, but my legs were just so restless. And it was like I tried to lay back in the car and nap, and my legs just wanted to kick and have fits, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. And then after we got home, I got in the bed. Right here, I am just covering my howling cows. I'm getting back to them. I'm working on them some, just while I'm sitting here talking with y'all. I've been in the bed. I just got up, matter of fact. And I said, I need to let everybody know that I'm okay. Because I know you guys care, and y'all, worry about me. But I am okay. I just, got to, I guess just let this work its magic. I don't want to pull that. My thread here is coming out, so I need to get this stitch down here and sew that up. I did a bolus. They gave in the OR, they did give me a bolus of morphine through my pump, and he gave me a 20% increase in my pump. And so that's probably what helped, you know, other than the pain medicine they gave me. That did help a lot too. That ran. I'm not even going to be able to use that. I don't know why I let that come undone, but somehow or another it did. Just trying to think how I could fix it. I'm going to set it to the side because I might can take a needle and fix that. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. He gave me a bolus and 20% increase in my pain pump. And let me just say, that pain pump does so much for me. I can't even imagine living without my pain pump. You know, and this was just a thing. He said he had a patient one time that her cell phone was beeping. And so she said that she went and bought a new cell phone. And the new cell phone was beeping also. And then somebody figured out it's not your cell phone. It's coming from you. So, you know, I don't know. It can happen. But anyway, yeah, this pain pump helps me. I wouldn't be able to function at all if it wasn't for this pain pump. I know some people are scared of them, and that's okay. That's normal to be scared of them and everything, you know, but I was too at first, but then after I read, there's good and bad in everything. There is. And after I read, you know, read the good, read the bad, and took in account my daily pain, what I was living with, and what it was, my life was like almost like over without it. And so I had to make that decision for myself. And for me, most definitely, the pain pump is a miracle worker for me. I cannot imagine living without it. I wouldn't be able to live without it, to be honest. I wouldn't be able to get up and walk and do stuff around my house. I wouldn't be able to function at all without that pain pump. So I am very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for my doctor. He's so sweet. I love that man. I love him. When he come over there, he saw me on that stretcher, and he come over there and he said, "What is wrong, Miss Miller?" And I told him, you know, I was sitting there just shaking. And he said, "Let me go get you some pain medicine right now." So he went back in the OR room and came back out. And he said, "Here, let me give you this. Where's your IV at?" And he found my IV, and he gave me half of it. And I thought, what are you going to do with the other half? Are you saving the other half for yourself? I mean, that's what's going through my mind. And then they took me on into the OR room, and he said, "Here, let me give you the other half of this pain medicine." And I thought, oh, thank goodness. He is, you know, trustworthy and wasn't saving it. Because you always hear these stories of these doctors that don't give you all your pain medicine or whatever, and they save half for themselves. And Big Daddy works with a lot of that kind of stuff too. And so he tells me lots of scary stories about doctors and anesthesiologists, pharmacists, and things like that that will cut your meds so they can save half for themselves. But he gave me the other half of that pain shot, and I looked at it. It was the same exact needle, and the pain medicine and all was like I had saw it when I was in the hallway. And when he gave me the other half of it, I started feeling more relief. And so I had to, you know, scoot over on the operating table. And anyway, they got me fixed up, and I was so grateful for him. He didn't realize I was in such bad shape. you know, but I was really in bad shape. And he told me about the lady with her cell phone, and he said, you know, don't worry about it, it happens. But anyway, I'm better, you know. I slept, I come home and I couldn't rest because my legs were just like jerking and kicking and just everything. And so I tried to rest some, and I tried to sit up in here a little bit. I turned on Little House on the Prairie. I'm going through the whole series of that, and I think I'm on season 5 now. And so I sat here and laid back in my desk chair and tried to watch that, but my legs were just jerking, and there's not any room under here for my legs to jerk and everything. And I was just feeling so bad that I decided, let me just try to go lay down. And so I went in there and lay down and turned on something on my tablet to watch. And I think I was watching, I had been watching King of Queens on Prime, but then I got kind of tired of that. So then I started watching Reba, the old Reba, on Netflix. And so I was watching that and fell asleep. And I was sleeping really good. And then the lady from the flea market called, and it woke me up. And she said that my booth was empty and available, and I could come in the morning and set it up and move in. And then I told her, I said, well, I just had surgery today, so I will not be there until Saturday. That was when we originally had said that we would go and do everything, I guess. So, and they close at 6 o'clock p.m., so Big Daddy gets off at work at 5, but in another town, and it takes him an hour to drive home. So by the time he gets home, it's 6, 6:14, 6:20, 6:30 sometimes, maybe 6, maybe 7 o'clock if he didn't leave right at 5 o'clock. You know, sometimes he doesn't get out of there, get away from work till 5:15 or 5:30 or so. But anyway, I told her we wouldn't be until Saturday. That's the soonest we could come and set up. So Saturday morning, Big Daddy and I'm going to see if Dakota is available to help. He probably don't want to, but I'll see if he's available to help Big Daddy put those shelves together. And then I can just load up my crochet stuff's already boxed up and ready to go. So hopefully we'll get that going. Oh, it's been something, I tell you. Oh, it has. And she said, okay, that, you know, she'll be there. They open at 10 on Saturday. So anyway, I'll be there then to get them shelves put together and get set up. Oh, I'm out of tea. I ran out of tea last night, and Big Daddy didn't make any more because he knew we weren't going to be home today. So I'm having to drink Coke, and I don't like just drinking a lot of Coke. Like, I don't mind drinking a lot of tea, but I don't like drinking a lot of Coke. I'm so weird. So how are you all doing today? It is Whip Wednesday, so wondering what you were working on today. Here comes Sassy to put her 2 cents in on everything. They have felt neglected big time because I was just in bed crying and shaking for one day and then gone all day today. But Sassy's been trying to sleep with me and come cuddle up there beside me. She misses her mommy. Don't you, girl? You miss your mommy? And last night, she kept coming and getting to bed with me, and I was just shaking, and she was snuggled up there to me. I think I was scaring her. She was worried about me, but I think she was also scared because she's never seen me act like that before, of course. Oh, Sassy. Yeah, your mama was doing crazy stuff. Say, my mama was crazy last night. Shaking and covered up and then throwing the cover off, and because I was hot, sweating, and then freezing cold, and then back and forth and shaking and just crying. Huh, Sassy? I was trying to not wake Big Daddy up because he has to drive, and I didn't want him to be sleepy driving, so I was trying to be quiet as I could be, but it was hard. It was hard at times. And then we got up, and I didn't get a shower last night. I just never could get around to it. So I had to get a shower this morning, and so I got in, and thank goodness for that shower stool that I have, because there's no way I could have stood in the shower. So I was able to use that, shower stool. That's the only way I was able to get a shower. And got washed up and out, and Big Daddy helped me get dressed, and we got out of here. Headed to Shreveport. It takes us about 2.5 hours to get there, and that's, allowing for some road construction. Usually we stop to potty 2 or 3 times. We both take Lasix, and those kick in, even when you're driving on the road. And we usually stop at Sonic on the way and get something to drink, but since I was NPO, we didn't do that. Big Daddy had made him some coffee here and took that with us. What you looking for? Phoebe's walking around down here, and so Sassy's kind of looking down at Phoebe on the floor, kind of like teasing her, like, yeah, I'm up here and you're not. I mean, that's what I imagine. Maybe it's not. But anyway, guys, I appreciate your prayers so much. That's the only thing that got me through this. It is. I was just so miserable. But I am thankful for this pump. So very thankful. I don't know if it wasn't for this pump, I would be in bad shape all the time. I mean, not withdrawals, of course, but just the pain that I used to be in before. I kind of, this, Big Daddy and me both was like, if it wasn't for that pump, you would be like this all the time. Not because of withdrawals, but because I was just in so much pain, crying and hurting, and not being able to function and do things. And I was like, I know, I realized that pump is like a godsend to me. It really is. So a pump is not for everybody. There's some people, who don't like the pumps or are scared of them or whatever, and that's normal. That's perfectly okay. That's not for everybody, but it does work for me as long as I keep it refilled. And yeah, it was totally my fault that I didn't get on the refill schedule. I was supposed to have done that. And I just had so much going on with all my health and everything that I just let it slip. But you know what? I will never let it slip again, okay? I learned my lesson big time. I don't want to go through that again. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh my gosh, it was so horrible. Like, I could see, Big Daddy has a very soft heart for drug addicts because he works with drug addicts, and he knows backstories from a lot of people. And a lot of times it's not that people just say, oh, I just want to take drugs. I mean, teenagers and young adults might do that, experimenting and stuff, but older people often get hooked on drugs through medical reasonings. And so Big Daddy has a very soft spot for drug addicts, and I do too because of that, and a past experience of mine also. Not that I was a drug addict, but I just had a medical thing happen, and my heart goes out to anyone that's addicted to drugs, and the only relief they can find is taking more drugs, because that's what happens. It's not that they're just like, oh, I want to continue to be a drug addict. Once you've taken it so many times, or once you've addicted, your body gets addicted quickly. Let's just say that, without you even realizing your body's addicted. And then when you go in detox like I was, and having withdrawals, you know, the only thing to give you relief is more drugs. And so that's why people get in that cycle. And it's very hard for them. And my heart goes out to him. And Big Daddy does too. He has a very soft spot in his heart for drug addicted. Especially when, you know, he knows the backstories for a lot of people. And just how hard it is. It is hard. I'm going to take this off and run it back through my 22 needle machine because it just, too much happened there. I just got to find which end do I need to take it off so that and it's probably this end. If I can just pull that wherever my string is. Find my loose one and just, I don't even know. Here it is, right here. Oh no, this is probably the wrong end. It's not going to just unravel. I'm looking for the end that would unravel real easy. And I don't know if this is it or not. But all I can do is try. Anyway, guys, don't get addicted to drugs. I'm going to let you all go. I love you all so much. I appreciate all your prayers and concern. And so I, you know, didn't want to let the night get away. I know it is late, but I've been asleep, okay? I just couldn't get on here and do a video when I was asleep. And my legs are feeling a little bit better now. They're not quite so restless and kicky, but they don't feel perfect either. So maybe by tomorrow that will have calmed down and I'll feel much better. This is a project over here. You might have seen this one on yesterday's video. This is an idea that I have, that I had started working on a few days ago. This is an idea that I have that I don't know if it's going to turn out the way it is in my head or not. I saw a little glimpse of something for like a Facebook ad or something. And I looked at it and I got an idea for this. And so I'm going to try this and see if it works. If it don't work, it don't work. I do lots of things. I do a lot of crocheting and working on projects that don't turn out right. So y'all never see them. But this is an idea that I hope turns out okay. I'm going to try and see. But anyway, okay, I'm going to let you guys get going. I know y'all probably got things to do. I do too. I need to run this back through my 22 needle machine, and I want to try to finish up these Highland cows. Every time I say that, I know it probably sounds like I'm saying howling cows, but I'm really saying Highland cows. I know sometimes us in the South, we shorten words and we don't enunciate exactly, and our words come out a little different from other people who enunciate better. Okay, guys, I love you all. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for all your prayers. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Again, thank you all so much for your prayers and coming to check on me in this video. I appreciate you so much. Oh, it's been a week here. It has been a week, and I'm glad that my time is over and I can just relax the rest of the week and then get ready for the next week. Bye, friends.